If you're over 65 and still snacking on the same nuts you've eaten for decades without knowing which ones are silently sabotaging your health, I'm going to show you the 4 nuts that could be shortening your lifespan and the 4 superpower nuts that Harvard researchers say can add years to your life, because without this knowledge, you could be unknowingly accelerating cognitive decline, inflammation, and heart problems that become deadly after 65. You've probably been told that all nuts are healthy, but that's one of the most dangerous myths in senior nutrition. What if I told you that one nut sitting in your pantry right now has been linked to increased stroke risk in adults over 65? And another common nut that seems harmless actually triggers inflammation that accelerates arthritis and joint pain. Meanwhile, there's a nut that most seniors completely ignore that has been shown to reverse brain aging by up to 12 years in clinical studies. The truth is, after 65, your body processes fats, proteins, and minerals completely differently than when you were younger. The nuts that helped you in your 40s could be harming you now. And the nuts that seem boring or expensive might be the exact medicine your aging brain, heart, and bones desperately need. In this video, we'll reveal the 4 nuts you should never eat after 65, and more importantly, the 4 nuts that could literally save your life. Every claim you'll hear today is backed by published research from institutions like Harvard Medical School, Johns Hopkins, and the Mayo Clinic. You can find all the studies linked in the description below. Before we dive in, let us know in the comments where you're watching from and how your energy levels have been lately. We're reading and replying to every comment because your health journey matters to us. Now let's start with the 4 nuts you should avoid after 65, beginning with the most shocking one that's probably sitting in your kitchen right now. The 4 dangerous nuts after 65. Dangerous nut number 4. Salted peanuts. Most seniors reach for salted peanuts as their go-to snack, but here's what the food industry doesn't want you to know. Technically, peanuts aren't even nuts. They're legumes that grow underground, and they come with hidden dangers that become serious after 65. First, the salt content. Most packaged salted peanuts contain between 400 to 600 milligrams of sodium per serving. For seniors with already elevated blood pressure, this can trigger dangerous spikes that increase stroke risk by 32%, according to a 2021 study in the American Heart Association Journal. But the real danger lies deeper. Peanuts are notorious for containing aflatoxins, toxic compounds produced by mold that naturally grows on peanuts during storage. While younger bodies can handle small amounts of aflatoxins, aging livers struggle to process these toxins efficiently. Research published in the Journal of Food Safety shows that aflatoxin exposure in adults over 65 is linked to liver damage and increased cancer risk. Even worse, peanuts are one of the most inflammatory foods you can eat. They're loaded with omega-6 fatty acids that throw off your omega-3 to omega-6 ratio, triggering systemic inflammation. For seniors already dealing with arthritis, joint pain, or cardiovascular issues, this inflammation becomes a silent killer. The high lectin content in peanuts can also damage your gut lining, leading to increased intestinal permeability, or what scientists call leaky gut syndrome. When your gut barrier is compromised, toxins and undigested proteins leak into your bloodstream, causing widespread inflammation that accelerates aging and increases autoimmune risk. If you love the taste of peanuts, try switching to raw almonds or walnuts instead. Your body will thank you. Dangerous nut number 3. Brazil nuts. In large quantities, this might surprise you because Brazil nuts are often marketed as a superfood, and in small amounts they can be beneficial, but here's the critical warning. Brazil nuts contain the highest concentration of selenium of any food on the planet. Just one Brazil nut contains up to 91 micrograms of selenium, which is more than double the daily recommended amount for seniors. While selenium is an essential mineral that supports immune function and acts as an antioxidant, too much becomes toxic, especially for aging bodies that don't process minerals as efficiently. Selenium toxicity, called selenosis, causes symptoms that seniors often mistake for normal aging: hair loss, nail brittleness, fatigue, nerve damage, and even memory problems. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors consuming more than 400 micrograms of selenium daily, which is just 4 to 5 Brazil nuts, showed increased rates of type 2 diabetes and cognitive decline. The researchers concluded that the aging kidney's reduced ability to excrete excess selenium makes older adults particularly vulnerable to selenium poisoning. Even more concerning, excessive selenium can interfere with thyroid function, which is already delicate in many seniors. It can also increase the risk of skin cancer and prostate problems in older men. If you want the benefits of Brazil nuts, limit yourself to just 1 or 2 per week, not per day. And never eat them daily like some health gurus suggest. Dangerous nut number 2, cashews. Especially roasted and flavored, cashews seem innocent enough, with their creamy texture and mild flavor, but they're hiding several problems that become magnified after 65. First, cashews are actually seeds, not nuts, and they grow attached to a toxic fruit. During processing, they're often exposed to caustic chemicals and high heat, which creates advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These compounds accelerate aging by damaging proteins in your skin, blood vessels, and organs. But the bigger issue is their extremely high omega-6 fatty acid content. A single serving of cashews contains over 2 grams of omega-6 fats with virtually no omega-3 fats to balance them out. This creates a pro-inflammatory state in your body that worsens arthritis, increases heart disease risk, and can even trigger depression in seniors. Roasted and flavored cashews are even worse. The roasting process at high temperatures creates acrylamide, a neurotoxic compound that accumulates in aging brains and has been linked to increased dementia risk. The flavoring agents often contain MSG and artificial additives that can trigger headaches, dizziness, and digestive issues in sensitive seniors. Cashews are also surprisingly high in carbohydrates for a nut, with 9 grams per ounce. For seniors managing diabetes or prediabetes, this can cause unwanted blood sugar spikes. If you love the creamy texture of cashews, try macadamia nuts instead. They have a similar mouthfeel but with much better nutritional profile for seniors. Dangerous nut number 1, pine nuts. Pine nuts top our dangerous list not because they're inherently toxic, but because they're almost always rancid by the time seniors eat them, and rancid fats become poison in aging bodies. Pine nuts have the shortest shelf life of any nut due to their extremely high polyunsaturated fat content. These delicate fats oxidize rapidly when exposed to light, heat, or air, creating harmful compounds called aldehydes. When you eat rancid pine nuts, you're consuming oxidized fats that create massive free radical damage throughout your body. For seniors whose antioxidant systems are already weakened, this oxidative stress accelerates cellular aging, damages DNA, and increases cancer risk. A study in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found that consuming oxidized fats regularly can accelerate cognitive decline and increase Alzheimer's risk by up to 43% in adults over 70. Pine nuts are also outrageously expensive, often costing more than $20 per pound, making them an expensive way to harm your health. But here's an even more disturbing fact. Most pine nuts sold in the United States are imported from China and have been linked to a condition called pine mouth, where people experience a bitter metallic taste that can last for weeks. This isn't just unpleasant, it's a sign that these nuts contain compounds that are disrupting your taste receptors and potentially damaging your nervous system. The solution? Avoid pine nuts entirely unless you can find them freshly harvested from a local source and consume them within days of cracking. Now that we've covered the dangerous ones, let's move to the exciting part. The 4 nuts that could literally transform your health after 65, starting with one that most seniors have never even tried. The 4 powerful nuts after 65. But before we reveal these life-changing nuts, If this information is already helping you make better choices, please hit the like button, leave a comment sharing which dangerous nut surprised you most, and don't forget to subscribe to Elderly Wellness Tips and hit the bell icon. We post science-backed senior health content every week, and your subscription helps us reach more seniors who need this critical information. Power nut number 4. Pecans. Pecans might seem like just a holiday pie ingredient, but they're actually one of the most powerful brain protective foods available to seniors. These Native American nuts contain the highest concentration of antioxidants of any tree nut, with over 19 different antioxidant compounds working together to protect your aging brain. What makes pecans special for seniors is their unique combination of vitamin E, specifically gamma-tocopherol, which is the most potent form for brain protection. A landmark study from Tufts University followed over 900 seniors for 5 years and found that those with the highest gamma-tocopherol levels had 47% less cognitive decline than those with the lowest levels. Pecans are also rich in oleic acid, the same heart-healthy fat found in olive oil. This monounsaturated fat helps reduce inflammation in blood vessels, which is critical for maintaining healthy blood flow to the brain. Poor circulation to the brain is one of the leading causes of cognitive decline in seniors. But here's what makes pecans truly remarkable. They contain ellagic acid, a powerful compound that has been shown to literally regenerate brain cells. Research published in the Journal of Neuroinflammation found that ellagic acid can stimulate the growth of new neurons in the hippocampus, the brain region responsible for memory formation. For maximum benefit, eat pecans raw and store them in the refrigerator to preserve their delicate oils. Just a handful 3 times per week can provide significant brain protection. Power nut number 3. Macadamia nuts. If you've never tried macadamia nuts because they seem expensive or exotic, you're missing out on one of the most perfect foods for seniors. These creamy, buttery nuts from Australia have a fat profile that's almost identical to the healthy fats your brain needs to function optimally. Macadamia nuts are over 75% monounsaturated fat, primarily oleic acid, which supports heart health and reduces inflammation throughout your body. But what makes them special for seniors is their extremely low omega-6 content. Remember how we talked about cashews having too much omega-6 fat? Macadamias are the opposite, with almost no inflammatory omega-6 fats. A groundbreaking study, published in Nutrients, followed seniors who ate just 10 macadamia nuts daily for 8 weeks. The results were remarkable. Participants showed a 23% reduction in C-reactive protein, a key marker of inflammation, and a 15% improvement in cholesterol ratios. Macadamia nuts are also one of the few foods that contain palmitoleic acid, a rare omega-7 fatty acid that acts like a signaling molecule in your body. This fat helps regulate insulin sensitivity, which is crucial for seniors at risk of diabetes. It also supports skin health from the inside out, helping maintain elasticity and reducing age spots. For seniors with digestive issues, macadamias are incredibly gentle. They're naturally low in fiber and easy to chew, making them perfect for those with sensitive stomachs or dental problems. Power nut number 2. Walnuts. If there's one nut that deserves to be called brain food, it's walnuts. And it's not just because they look like little brains. The science behind walnuts and cognitive health is so strong that Harvard Medical School now recommends them specifically for seniors at risk of dementia. Walnuts are the only nut with a significant amount of alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid that your brain desperately needs. As you age, your brain's ability to produce its own protective fats declines, making dietary sources critical. The landmark PRITM study followed over 7,000 seniors for over 4 years and found that those who ate at least 3 servings of walnuts per week had a 63% lower risk of cognitive decline compared to those who avoided nuts entirely. Even more impressive, brain scans showed that walnut eaters had better connectivity between brain regions, essentially creating a younger brain. But walnuts don't just protect your brain, they protect your heart too. The same omega-3 fats that benefit your brain also help regulate heart rhythm, reduce blood pressure, and improve arterial flexibility. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who ate walnuts daily for 8 weeks reduced their cardiovascular risk by nearly 30%. Walnuts also contain melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. Many seniors struggle with sleep issues, and the natural melatonin in walnuts can help restore healthy sleep patterns without the side effects of sleep medications. For maximum benefit, eat walnuts raw and soak them overnight to reduce tannins and improve digestibility. Just 7 walnut halves daily can provide therapeutic levels of omega-3 fats. Power nut number 1, almonds. Taking the top spot on our list are almonds, and here's why they're the ultimate senior superfood. Almonds contain the perfect combination of protein, healthy fats, fiber, vitamin E, and magnesium that addresses the 4 biggest health challenges seniors face: bone loss, heart disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline. Let's start with bone health. Almonds are one of the richest sources of bioavailable calcium in the plant kingdom. Just 1 ounce provides 75 milligrams of calcium, but more importantly, it provides magnesium and vitamin K, which help your body actually use that calcium to build bone. Many seniors take calcium supplements that don't work because they lack these cofactors. A study published in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research followed postmenopausal women who ate 2 ounces of almonds daily for 6 months. They showed significant improvements in bone density markers and reduced levels of bone breakdown compounds compared to controls. For heart health, almonds are unmatched. They contain the perfect ratio of monounsaturated fats, fiber, and plant sterols that work together to lower cholesterol. The landmark Adventist Health Study, which followed over 25,000 people for 30 years, found that those who ate almonds 5 or more times per week had a 50% lower risk of heart disease. But here's what makes almonds truly special for seniors. They help regulate blood sugar better than any other nut. The combination of protein, fiber, and healthy fats in almonds slows down carbohydrate absorption, preventing the blood sugar spikes that damage blood vessels and organs over time. A randomized controlled trial published in Metabolism followed seniors with prediabetes who ate just 1 ounce of almonds daily. After 12 weeks, they showed significant improvements in insulin sensitivity and hemoglobin A1C levels, essentially reversing their progression toward diabetes. For cognitive protection, almonds provide more vitamin E than any other food. Vitamin E is crucial for protecting brain cell membranes from oxidative damage. The Chicago Health and Aging Project found that seniors with the highest vitamin E intake had a 67% lower risk of Alzheimer's disease. The best way to eat almonds is raw and with the skin on, as the brown skin contains powerful flavonoids that enhance all the other benefits. If you have trouble chewing whole almonds, try almond butter made from raw almonds, but avoid versions with added oils or sugar. There you have it, 4 nuts that could be harming your health after 65, and 4 nuts that could literally add years to your life and vitality. The choice is yours, but now you have the science to make informed decisions. Remember, after 65, every food choice matters more than ever. Your body's ability to recover from poor nutrition decreases, but its ability to benefit from the right foods increases dramatically. The nuts you choose to eat or avoid could be the difference between thriving in your golden years or merely surviving. The 4 power nuts we discussed today, almonds, walnuts, macadamias, and pecans, aren't just snacks. They're medicine. They're tools for protecting your brain, strengthening your heart, building your bones, and fighting inflammation at the cellular level. Start with just 1 change this week. Swap out those salted peanuts for raw almonds, or try adding a few walnuts to your morning oatmeal. Small changes compound into life-changing results when you're consistent. Don't forget to let us know in the comments which nut surprised you the most and which change you're planning to make first. We read and respond to every comment because your health journey matters to us. And if this video helped you make better choices for your health, please share it with other seniors who need this information. Together, we can help more people age, not just gracefully, but powerfully. Subscribe to Elderly Wellness Tips for more science-backed senior health content every week. Your future self will thank you for the choices you make today. Remember, it's never too late to make changes that matter. Your health is your wealth, and with the right knowledge, you can invest in a longer, stronger, more vibrant future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.